Hi, this is Lisa, and I will be your piano teacher throughout your learning process while you're with LearnPianoOnline.com. I am the creator and developer of the curriculum, and I'm excited to have you on board. And these first few lessons, which are the free lesson portion of my site, will give you a good idea of how I teach, and I'll also give you a good idea of what it feels like to play on the piano and what it takes to be able to be proficient. Now, I put together these lessons for you in a step-by-step manner, and I haven't made any shortcuts, although I could say that because of the sequence that I have put these together in, it accelerates your progress. So these simple little steps actually are very strategically placed in order so that you can learn as quickly and easily as possible. So let's go ahead and start with the printout. I have these printouts. The free lessons are actually 69 or so pages long, and however, I have them divided into 5 different downloads that you can print. And this is part 1. We're going to start with the first few pages of part 1. And we're going to start on the page that is titled Piano Lessons and Your Piano. Before I get started there, I also want to let you know that the free lessons are very valuable without even continuing with me. I don't want you to feel like you're wasting your time by taking these free lessons and then deciding not to continue with me, because you'll find a lot of value in the free lessons because you'll learn a lot of basics and you'll learn some secrets and tips too that you won't learn anywhere else. So let's go ahead and get started. Piano lessons and your piano. What this page is going to explain to you, and you'll need to take a little bit of time to read it, is that you can use a full-size piano or you can use a keyboard. You can even use an organ if that's all you have access to. However, if you are using a keyboard, I do recommend that there are at least 61 keys on it, including the black keys. And if you are using a keyboard, it needs to be touch sensitive if possible. Touch sensitive means that when you play a key on your keyboard, you can control the volume by how hard or how soft you play the key. Some keyboards don't have that feature, and it doesn't matter how soft or how hard you play the keys on it, you'll get the same volume. That's okay if you have it, but I would recommend upgrading to something with touch sensitivity as soon as you can. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through. You'll see on the video here that I'm showing you the page that we're talking about. The purpose of this video is to give you an overview and to get you started. And sometimes we just need that first little push to get you started. You should be actually at your piano right now and have these printed out so that you can follow the directions on here. Now we're going to go to the next page, which is called So Many Keys, Where Do I Begin? And you'll see that the piano is shown here with question marks all over the place, because right now the keyboard might look a little overwhelming. But as we continue through these free lessons, it won't look overwhelming anymore. And that's the whole goal, is to have complete control and knowledge of the piano or your keyboard. So as we go through the free lessons, you'll start to feel comfortable with looking at the keys without feeling so overwhelming. Okay, so we're going to go on now to the next page where we're going to talk about the groups of 2 and 3 black keys. Now I want to stop here for a second and tell you that some of these exercises are so simple but yet so powerful. It's easy to just say, oh, I know where those 2 keys, I know the black keys. I know that there's 2 black keys and I know that there's 3 black keys. But please don't take it for granted and go ahead and follow along even though they're really simple, because these simple steps, like I told you, are strategically planned and placed for your progress. So I encourage you to go ahead and read through these pages especially the groups of two black keys and 3 black keys, because these are actually going to be the way you're going to locate certain white keys. Okay, so just knowing that there's 2 black keys and groups of 3 black keys isn't enough. Now, like I said, you should have this printed out, and the worksheet here is for you to complete. Again, the simplicity of it is very powerful, and every different type of way that you can use to learn a new concept, whether it be listening to me, looking at this paper, playing it on the piano, using your pen and pencil, or pen and paper to do the activities. All these different ways of learning a single concept will cement it into your head so that you'll easily recall it and remember it when you need that information. So it's very important, okay? Don't skip it. Finding middle C. Actually, I'm ahead of myself. This is finding C. And the only way you'll get to find C quickly is if you understand where the 2 black keys are very quickly on the piano. So like I said, each of these steps are steps in strategic order so that you can learn without feeling overwhelmed. Okay, fast and easy way to find C. This is a little trick that I added in there for those who still feel like it's a little overwhelming to find C. And this is just a little trick for you so that you can find any C very easily on the piano. Again, this video is an overview, so I'm going a little bit fast, but I just want to let you know how important it is and what each page is all about. I don't want to see you skipping any of the pages and jeopardizing your progress because you missed a little piece of information. So here's the page where it teaches you how to find middle C, and I just want to add some information to this page. I get a lot of emails and questions about middle C because some people are on a 61 key keyboard and some students are playing on a full-size piano, or even something smaller than 61 keys, which I recommend you not do that, but if you really want to learn and that's all you have, you can use anything. So the question I get is this: well, where's my middle C? I have 61 keys. Or where's my middle C? I have 88 keys. Well, middle C is always the C that is closest to the middle of your piano or keyboard. So find the exact middle of your piano or keyboard and then look for the C that's closest to it. On most keyboards it'll be off-centered. It'll be off to the left of the middle of your piano or keyboard. So that's just a little hint there to how to find middle C. It's the closest. It's not the exact middle of the keyboard, remember. It's just the closest C to the middle. Okay, now we're going to stop there for this video, and we're going to move on to the next video. So go ahead and get that far, if you will, and get really comfortable with that before we move on. Well, I'll see you in the next video.